Good morning, all of you student. So today we want to start the class of MSc Physics second year, semester third, and our subject is energy study. The code of our subject is PHOP 234K. So we want to start today the second module of energy study, first subject, which is solar radiation and its measurement. Before starting for this module, summarize the last module, what is seen by the last module. So in the last module, we have see here what is mean by energy, what is the different types of the energy that is considered as conventional energy resources, non-conventional energy resources, solar energy, nuclear energy, wind energy, tidal energy, biomass energy. After that, we have to see here the conservation of energy and different types of the pollution and how reduce the pollution, it weighs, and what is the impact effect of the pollution on the earth surface or the earth atmosphere. So for example, acid rain, greenhouse effect, that type of the effect impact of the earth surface, which already seen in the last chapter. Now this type of the solar energy last already see in the short discussion in the last module. So that is the solar energy, and that solar energy which is harnessed by the sun heat or radiant energy, and this radiant energy which is converted into electrical energy, that is mean by the solar energy, and that have many advantages and disadvantages, many advantages and few disadvantages is there. So all of this information was seen by in the last module. So in this lecture we want to start the second module, which is the solar radiation and its measurement. So starting for this, so the short introduction in this module. So what is the point or which point which is covered in this lecture, which point cover in this lecture? So that point which is considered as the extraterrestrial radiation, terrestrial radiation, and the spectral distribution of this radiation, and measuring instrument, that is which type of instrument which has measured the radiation, which has measured the radiation for beam radiation, diffuse radiation, global radiation, or total radiation. So that type of or this point which is included in this chapter, and we want to start this point or this point which is one by one see in the detail in this lecture. So in this introductory part, consider as extra radiation. So that extraterrestrial radiation which is considered as that radiation which is in the atmosphere or outside the earth surface. Terrestrial radiation which is considered as that radiation which is radiate from the sun and which is incident on the earth surface in terms of beam radiation or direct radiation or diffuse radiation or total radiation. So that radiation which is considered as the terrestrial radiation. That spectral distribution which is considered as that spectra, you have to know that spectra considered as, for example, UV spectra, that is ultraviolet radiation, infrared radiation, IR radiation. So that different or cosmic rays that known as, that is this is known as the spectral distribution. That measuring instrument which is considered as, for example, pyranometer, pyroheliometer, or sunshine recorder, that different types of instrument which is used to record the solar radiation, or what is the intensity or what is the density of solar radiation. With the help of this instrument we have to measuring beam radiation, direct radiation, as well as diffuse or total radiation. So depends on this instrument which is developed, and which the working of measure the radiation. So starting for this chapter, that main point we want to see the idea about what is the relationship between the earth and sun, or sun and earth. So in terms of what is the diameter of sun, what is the diameter of the earth, and what is the mean distance between the earth and sun. If you see here, so this part of this spherical considered as the sun, and this is which is considered as the earth. If we see, that is capital D, and that capital D which is denoted by the diameter of the sun, and that diameter of the sun which is considered as 1.39 into 10 to the power 6 kilometer. That is huge amount of area it is under the cover of the sun. That is 1.39 into 10 to the power 6 kilometer. As compared to this sun, while the earth diameter which is considered as 1.27 into 10 to the power 4 kilometer, and that mean distance between that sun and the earth which is considered as or denoted by the small r, and which is 1.5 into 10 to the power 8 kilometer. So this is the small idea about the sun, and what is the relationship between the sun and earth, that the schematic structure. So already I have said that, so that in this chapter the concern with the availability of the solar radiation, and that solar radiation, that sun which is the source of the energy, and that considered as the extraterrestrial radiation, its spectral distribution, terrestrial radiation, its distribution, and the instrument used for measuring the solar radiation, and which method used for presenting the data that described in this chapter. So now we want to start the small idea which have clear get idea which is about the sun is here, that is the structure of the sun. Structure of the sun, or starting before this point, structure of the sun, the small point which is here, and this point which is sun as a fusion reactor. Sun as a fusion reactor. First of all, what is mean by the sun body, and what is mean by fusion. So the sun which is considered as the large sphere which is very hot gases and heat being generated by various kind of fusion. So that is the very simple idea about the sun, that is the sun is the large sphere of the sun is the large sphere of very large sphere of very hot gases. Very hot gases, and the heat being generated by the heat being generated by various kinds of fusion. Okay, so you have to know simple idea of the nuclear reaction, that nuclear reaction which have considered two types of reaction, which is already seen in the last module in the nuclear energy. That nuclear energy which is consist of two main types of the nuclear reaction, that is nuclear fusion as well as nuclear fission. In nuclear fission consist of one heavier nuclei which is split into two lighter nuclei and which is release the huge amount of energy. That reaction which is considered as the nuclear fission reaction. And nuclear fusion reaction which is considered as two light nuclei fused to each other. Two light nuclei which is fused to each other, that is means by combination of two light nuclei and to produce and to form a heavier nucleus which is considered as the fusion reaction. So we want to see the point here, the sun as nuclear reactor, or why we have say that the sun as a nuclear reactor. So that is very interesting or important point, why we want to say or we have to say that sun as a nuclear sun as a nuclear reactor, because of why the fusion energy is a form of nuclear energy released by the fusion or combination of two light, that light means small nuclei. So that fusion energy is released as a nuclear energy, and that energy which is released by the fusion or combination of two light nuclei or two small nuclei to produce a heavier nuclei, to produce a heavier nucleus is known as fusion. Okay, so that's why what is meant by sun, or why we have to say that sun as a nuclear reactor, because that fusion energy, because we have to know that in the sun atmosphere or in the sun core part, continuously reaction which is started for hydrogen which is have four isotopes of the hydrogen, and that continuously reaction which is converted into helium and that helium into hydrogen, and which has released the huge amount of energy, and that amount of energy which is the mechanism or depends on this fusion reaction. So that is mean by the fusion reaction which is the, or fusion energy which is the types of the nuclear energy which is released by two light nuclei fuse or combination of two light nuclei and produce or form a heavier nucleus and release amount of energy. If we consider in this fusion reaction, so that nucleus or very small atomic number of the nucleus which is used as a that nucleus which is considered as a positive charge. Or you have to know that property of every atom, every charge or nucleus. So if we consider the point charges, that positive charge which is repel to each other, and positive minus, that is opposite charges which is attract to each other. So what I am say that, so that is same charges which is repel to each other and opposite charges which is attract to each other. And similarly in the magnetism, that north pole, that is same pole which is repel to each other and opposite pole which is attract to each other, and that same positive charges in this nuclear fusion reaction which is come together, what happens there, their repulsion between the force which is attracted there. Or you know that, or we have to thinking that how it is possible to fuse two nuclei for the positive charges. So what happens there, that positive charges which is come together, so there is more kinetic energy which is produced, or more motional energy which is produced, that consequently we have say that for the two nuclei which is brought close together and that nuclei fuse, they must have enough kinetic or motion energy to overcome the force of the electrical or repulsion that keeps them apart, and that force of repulsion to the small, and thus make a fusion which is heavier, which is very easier. So what happens, that motional or kinetic force which is large on this repulsion force, and that force which is large, and that's why that positive charges repulsion is there also, but that repulsion force, the motional or kinetic energy force which is more there, and that's why this fusion which is together which is very easy, and that types of energy which is considered as the fusion energy, and that is released in the sun atmosphere or in the sun core part. Okay, so in this reaction, so small different types of isotopes which is used, and very small atomic number which is considered as the hydrogen, and this hydrogen which is considered as three types of isotopes, and that isotopes which also have the light nuclei, and which is should particular suitable for the production of the energy, that fusion of two light nuclei to form a heavier nucleus. Or you have to know idea about that earth which has received the sun radiant energy from the sun, and which is very vast, and what mass of hydrogen and helium gases in the proportion of 3:1. Okay, so we have to see here that in fusion reaction, so the earth receives radiant energy from the sun, which is vast, and what mass of which is vast, and what mass of hydrogen, what mass of hydrogen and helium gases in the proportion, and helium gases in the proportion, and that proportion which is given as 3:1. So that is considered as this fusion reaction. So that is the different isotopes of the hydrogen and helium gases. So consider as ratio is 3:1. That is three small isotopes of the hydrogen which is pushed together and to form a single helium atom. You know that idea, so that you have consider, or you have to know that the atomic number of the hydrogen which is considered as the 1, and atomic number of helium which is considered as 2. But we have to see here that 3 hydrogen atom or more hydrogen atom and 1 helium atom, so that is known by the mass of the hydrogen atom is here more, and the mass of the this helium which is less. Okay, and that this proportion in the sun, the energy which is generated in its central core which is considered as more giant nuclear reactor. So what means that, for example, consider as this is the sun. Okay, this is sun, and you have to know that sun has many layer has here. So for example, troposphere, photosphere, chromosphere. So all of this part, all of this reaction which is considered in the central part of the sun. So for example, this sun has this is inner core part of the sun which is considered as the radius which is considered as 0.23 r, or more than this which is considered as the radius which is 0.7 r. And this reaction which takes place in the central core part of this sun, and this reaction which is considered as the small example of this fusion reaction which is considered as, for example, 4 hydrogen atom which is used in this reaction, and which is formed 2 times of helium atom plus 27.6 mega electron volt, this huge amount of energy which is generated. Okay, so consider in this reaction, so this is the atomic number of hydrogen, this is 1, this is mass of the hydrogen which is considered as nearly equal to 1, and 4 parts of the, or 4 hydrogen which is used in this fusion reaction to form the helium atom here, that atomic number of helium which is 2 and atomic mass number which is 4, and in this reaction that release the very huge amount of energy that is nearly considered as 26.7 mega electron. So this is the idea about this fusion reaction. So in this fusion reaction which is considered as the most of energy which is generated because the continuous conversion of hydrogen, that is 4 protons to helium. Okay, so this is main part. The most of energy is generated in this reaction. Most of energy is generated because continuous conversion, because the continuous conversion of hydrogen that hydrogen that is considered as the 4 protons to the to the helium, that is one helium nucleus, one helium nucleus. Okay, so that is the fusion reaction, and in this reaction take place the idea of the most of energy which is generated because of the continuous conversion of this hydrogen, that is 4 protons of the hydrogen, to the helium, that is one helium nucleus, and that the mass of the helium nucleus, which is considered less than the hydrogen, and that the 4 protons of the mass having the hydrogen, and this reaction which is takes place with the presence of the carbon and nitrogen. Okay, this reaction takes place with presence of carbon and nitrogen, and this energy which is produced interior of the solar sphere or transferred to the surface and radiate into the space. So that's why we have to say that sun is our sun as a nuclear reactor. Okay, so summarize this point. So what is mean by sun as a nuclear reactor? Because of the fusion reaction or fusion energy which is considered as the nuclear energy, and that nuclear energy which is released by the fusion of two light nucleus to form a heavier nucleus, and in this fusion reaction which takes place in the central core sphere of the sun, and this earth receive as the radiant energy, which is the form which is very hot or very hot mass of the hydrogen and helium gases, that is the proportion which is considered as the 3:1, and this reaction takes place, that most of energy generated which is because of the continuous conversion of hydrogen into the helium, and this reaction which takes place with the presence of this carbon and nitrogen, so this is very important part of this reaction or this part, because this idea we have get clear full idea. So how the reaction which takes place in the central core part of the sun, and how radiation which is emit, and how much amount of energy which is released with the help of this reaction, and this point we have get clear idea. So how solar energy which is radiate in the atmosphere or the earth part. Okay, now next lecture we want to see here the get clear full idea about the structure of the sun, and the structure of sun which is considered as, for example, how much mass of the sun, radius of the sun, what is the average density, temperature of the sun, and in which is the different types of the sun, that is considered as 3 main region, which is solar interior, the photosphere, and the solar atmosphere. What is the range of this photosphere, solar interior, or how much density which is there present. So that type of information which is see in the next lecture. Thanking of you.